battle. They lead the all-time series against Denver 8-6. It's the Ravens and the Broncos. Next.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindset, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
But you don't get money with me, you bitch ass. Fuck out of here. I get money with white folks. A lot of these bitch ass, they be scared you gonna outshine them and all that shit. And fuck, they can make a shit.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Murray has the first down and more. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Murray. Murray, strong running. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The Broncos getting ready to go on offense here now for the first time, led by Drew Lock, their 3rd-year quarterback out of Missouri.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Lock now on first down. And it's incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you're drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. Lock going to throw, and that'll make it third down. And that will be incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, looking for Andrews.
Come on. Ow.
So CD, his very first pass of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's second and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is Gordon on the dump off. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Again, it's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down, Gordon once more. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. To throw it is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sutton. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 105 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And when a guy inside, you have to know defensively that our tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 28. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Escaping the pressure run. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson being chased out left. The quick feet, but they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about
Lamar Jackson. Ravens versus Broncos. Broncos.
Quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the mile high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Block on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. From the 27, Jackson flushed out right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, Murray. Oh, he pulls over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 128 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point.
Hey, baby. Por que o jogo tá ali, Gonçalo?
Why your feet so good?
Because I got my mustache done. What was that? What was that they said?
Yeah.
With Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Move on, Mike.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Go up with.
Move on, Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, it's Jackson, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson.
What the hell?
But it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Jackson will keep it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Oh,
Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter. He's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because
no escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Sam Martin now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson out to his left. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
oh shit.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calais Campbell on the stop. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We begin with a classic NFL matchup, maybe the best of the entire weekend. Pittsburgh traveling to Lambeau to take on Green Bay. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter.
Motherfuckers.
Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. They were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Joe Mixon, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
Who are just being mean. The United States is being mean to them. The United States is a lot to answer for, not just the United States. But the Haitian politicians who lord over the misery of their fellow Haitians and couldn't care less if they live or die also. And it's a dysfunctional, abusive relationship between the two, I think. So that's my answer to you. It's not all one or the other. It's not all the Haitians.
One girl tried lying on you.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of the first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing you have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a more flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, it's Gordon. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up second down. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun on third down, Locke. This one complete to Jerry.
What the heck?
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A third down gain of 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
8 yards to go on second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10.
False start.
Movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there. The This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run with Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year. Jackson now. They'll roll him out right.
No.
Why?
I don't have to.
No, you do. You didn't pause that game and go use your extra.
The first down on a 13-yard.
I thought you said you had to do some extra.
Who using the business deal that?
You need to pull.
Okay, my
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep, right side.
What?
Where?
Just because 9 points to you don't mean 9 points to nobody.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense.
Just because 9 points to you doesn't mean 9 points to nobody.
Oh, give 9 points on who alive? You think it's important to you, defense?
To me, it is, yeah.
Oh, it's important. How important is it? Who's that opponent?
I was mucking talking.
Yeah. Hey, you started with me. I didn't do nothing. I just told you to look at this. When we got the more points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Block now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. On first down, Locke. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A good gain of 14.
What's going on here?
James from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And they'll get this.
What is going on?
20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Broncos are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up as they get him down to the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice games gains that one for 14 yards in the first. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Locke. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have got it.
This game is extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 11. Time to ground it out now. And he's swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another run for Murray on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Rolling to his right. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you.
What the freak?
It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase it or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Carries piling up. It's Murray again.
Come on, man. Run that little nigga over.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll run on first down. It's Murray. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped. and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.